This is a special edition of 7 News.
First on 7, a fiery scene on a South Florida bridge. A small plane crashes into an SUV. A mid-air emergency for the pilot shortly after takeoff.
And that flight coming to a fatal end. From witness accounts to the rush to the emergency room, 7 News is covering all angles. We begin tonight with Samantha Sosa, live near where the plane went down in northeast Miami-Dade. Samantha?
Rob and Joe, this all happening near Haulover Park. This is the Haulover Inlet Bridge over here, or Collins Avenue. The area is closed off as FAA investigators gather evidence. The plane and a couple of cars still up there on the bridge. Sadly, 1 death involved in all of this, and now we're learning a little bit more about 5 other victims. A chaotic and devastating sight on the Haulover Inlet Bridge. A plane and car up in flames. Tony Menendez was filming boats coming in and out of Haulover Inlet when a small plane fell out of the sky.
A plane came down and crashed into a vehicle on the freeway over here. You see the plane hits, it rolled over, and then immediately you see smoke, black smoke, and fire right after it.
A person on the bridge capturing people running toward the wreckage to help. According to the FAA, around 1 in the afternoon, a single-engine Cessna 172 lost engine power and went down onto the bridge, crashing into a car while landing. The car's front end destroyed because of the impact. Black smoke and flames followed.
Pretty much totally engulfed. I mean, you could feel the heat from maybe 30 yards away.
FAA officials say 3 people were on board and were flying to Key West from Fort Lauderdale.
You can see the fire crews there had to put foam down to knock this fire out.
7 Skyforce over the crash as fire crews closed down the immediate area. Miami-Dade police say once fire rescue got on the bridge, 2 people from the plane were already out and rushed to Ryder Trauma and Aventura Trauma. Another person inside the plane sadly died. Inside this mangled SUV, police say a mother and her 2 toddlers. They're miraculously okay, taken to the hospital to be checked out.
Hope people are okay. I mean, I didn't even know what to think at that moment, honestly. I don't know, just hoping everyone's okay.
So back out here live, investigators are going to have to gather everything they can before clearing this bridge and removing the plane and the cars. That's going to take several hours, according to police. Collins is closed off from 96th Street to 163rd Street. And again, this is going to be a lengthy investigation. The removal of the car and the airplane will happen later this evening. So you can expect those closures after the sun goes down. For now, we are live in northeast Miami-Dade. Samantha Sosa, 7 News.
From Samantha Sosa to 7's Taylor Stewart.
She continues our team coverage now in northeast Miami-Dade with more reaction from witnesses. Taylor.
Joe, Robin, I tell you, before that plane even came down, folks on Sunny Isles say they saw it coming ridiculously close to the bridge. They knew something was wrong, and then that's when it crashed. When a small plane began heading towards the Haulover Inlet Bridge, people in Sunny Isles knew something was wrong.
It didn't look normal. I've never seen a plane fly that low over the neighborhood.
Why is that plane really low, about 500 feet?
People standing at the Haulover Marina began watching, eyeing the aircraft circling lower and lower. By 1 p.m. Saturday,
I heard it just landing on top of the bridge and possibly hit a car.
Investigators say this red car, smashed to pieces, is just one of several cars involved in the fiery crash.
And just happened to look over, and just then there was a giant ball of fire and a tremendous amount of smoke.
The plane bursting into flames and sending black smoke into the sky. And all of that visible from the marina on the bay and here on Sunny Isles. The impact thereafter is folks who were here during the day could not leave, and the traffic was a nightmare. We're live in northwest Miami-Dade. I'm Taylor Stewart, 7 News.
Our team coverage continues now with Tavares Jones.
He's live at Jackson Memorial Hospital where 1 plane passenger is being treated. Tavares.
Robin, Joe, good evening to you both. In addition to that plane passenger who was brought here to Ryder Trauma via air rescue, this is impacting so many lives, including a family I crossed paths here with who tells me they're a loved one of this victim and they were too emotional for words.
Attention, assignment referred to a plane crash into a bridge Calls to 911 dispatchers pouring in early Saturday afternoon following a plane crash that rocked the Haulover Inlet Bridge in northeast Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue telling 7 News on board the small Cessna aircraft were 3 people.
2 of them were on the aircraft, suffered traumatic injuries, and were transported to local trauma centers.
As the plane hit the roadway, it would collide with an SUV. Several others on the ground now also injured from the crash.
In addition, 3 other patients suffered non-life-threatening injuries, and they were taken to local area hospitals.
Air Rescue responding to the scene, bringing at least one of those victims to Miami's Ryder Trauma Center. Outside the hospital, one woman telling 7 News she is connected to at least one of the crash victims, but was too emotional to speak on camera. Others showing up to Ryder Trauma searching for information. In total, 6 people impacted by the plummeting plane crash. Miami-Dade police are set to release additional information.
Now back out here live at this hour as Miami-Dade police continue their investigation. Alongside NTSB and the FAA, they tell us they are still working to identify the individual who died in the plane crash. The names of the other victims impacted by this are not released yet at this hour either. Of course, you can follow this story inside the 7 News mobile app and at WSVN.com. We're bringing the very latest as this all develops. We're live here in Miami at Ryder Trauma. Tavares Jones, 7 News.
All right, Tavares, and we invite our viewers to stay tuned to the news station for continuing coverage on this fatal flight. We'll have more live reports coming up later.